If you are ready to make your health feel so simple, if you have been scrolling through the internet and feeling overwhelmed with all the conflicting health advice, your friends over here are telling you to do one thing, the Instagram influencer over here is telling you to do another thing, you've seen people in the past, this thing worked for you maybe then, someone over here said something different, and you're like, I don't know what to do anymore. Or maybe you're in a place where you have tried to make health changes. You're like, yeah, in the past, I said I was going to go and change my diet and start exercising every day and start taking my magnesium and taking my B vitamins, and I was going to do all the things. And I did it for a week or a month or 3 months, and then it stopped and I flopped. And maybe I've done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 times before. Maybe we're feeling defeated. Maybe we're feeling like we're just never actually going to be able to feel good. We're never actually going to be able to do the things to get our health back on track, to feel good inside. If this is you, stick around, because this video, we are going to talk about what we're missing when we're making health changes, why health changes feel so damn challenging, why it feels like we're like pushing the rock up the hill to try to get these health changes to stick, and what we really need in order to make this feel so easy. This is the first time we are meeting. Hey, hi, hello. My name's Brienne Queen. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, a breathwork facilitator, and a somatic coach. And one of my favorite things to talk about is to show people how simple it is when we're doing this one thing. It is one thing that everyone is missing on their health and healing journeys that is keeping them from it feeling easy. And that one thing is, pause for dramatic effect, working with your body. Working with your body. So often we try to make changes from the mind. We try to say, okay, I saw this post, I'm going to do that every single day, and I'm going to go balls to the wall, I'm just going to do it all. And then we flop. Not because we don't have the mental strength, but because we didn't include our bodies in the decision-making process of what health changes we are ready and willing to do. We did it from our minds, from our egos, from what we should do, from what other people told us to do, instead of consulting our bodies. There are 2 pieces that are essential in order for us to make sustainable health changes. And I'm going to give you a bit of an example from a recent client of mine who has been in the health space for a really long time. And he believed that you have to change your environment in order to make your health changes stick. Have an environment that promotes the changes that you want to feel, promotes the habits that you want to have, and you'll do them. So his example was, if there's no chips in the house, then I won't eat them. Change the environment, and you don't need that thing anymore. Perfect. Out of sight, out of mind. But when there's chips in the house, well, then you eat them. And you don't just have 1 or 2, you have half a bag or a whole bag. We've all been there, right? I'm pretty sure most people that I know have been there once, twice, 3, 5 million times in their life. It's like, I don't think about it if it's out there, but if it's in here, I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to eat a lot of it. And what happened when we got him on his personalized protocol, when we started to uncover what his body was missing, what his body needed, and he started to make some small changes to his lifestyle, to his diet, and started supporting the organs in his body that needed support, what happened? Chips are in the house. He walks by that cupboard every single day. And he's not using mental willpower to say, no, I can't have those. No, I'm on a health plan. I can't have that. He goes, I don't even want it. He goes, Brianne, I don't even want them anymore. I don't even want the chips. Why? Because his body has what it needs. And that comes from both a physical, biological standpoint. His body is properly nourished, key. Often we are reaching for the sugars, we are reaching for the chips, we are reaching for those quick carbs because our body is deprived of proper nutrition. So biologically, his body has what it needs. And emotionally, he's working with his nervous system. He's regulating himself every day. He's taking time and space for him. His body has what it needs from an emotional set point. when we move through life from that place, we just automatically do the things that feel good for us. There's no willpower. There's no force. There's no push. We're just doing the things because we have the capacity to do it, because our body has what it needs. The first essential piece that we need in order to make our health shifts feel easy, in order to make these health shifts sustainable, is that our body has what it needs. Does your body have what it needs? Is your body properly nourished? Or are there nutrient deficiencies? Is your body not getting enough nutrition to be able to sustain the changes that you want to make? So I gave the example already of reaching for the sugars or the carbs. If we don't have enough of the proper nutrients, the body's going to go and get the quickest form of glucose it can so that it has the calories and the sugars to be able to produce energy to keep your cells alive, to keep you alive. Secondly, if we're deprived in certain nutrients, the body's not going to have the capacity to go and work out, to go and make efforts into a health change that we want to make. It's going to be like, actually, I'd just rather zone out and scroll on my phone or binge out on TV. Once you have the nutrients in your body, then your body has the capacity, the energy, the nourishment to be able to make those changes. And then the emotional piece. And the emotional piece, I kind of want to talk a bit into step number 2 of this, the second piece that the body needs, which means we include our nervous systems into our health journeys. Again, so many of us are doing it from the mind. We're actually doing it from this place of survival, from fight or flight. I've had quite a few clients say, well, I did that for a whole year. I was dedicated. I was doing it. I was restricting my calories and I was working out every day and I did it for a whole year and I could do it. And then after that year, I couldn't do it again. Now it's struggle. Now it's not working. Now I can't. Now I'm reaching for the foods and I'm not doing the things. Because the first time around, they were in fight or flight. Their body was in survival mode. But your body can't stay in survival mode for forever. Your nervous system needs to be part of every single health shift that you make. Every single thing you do in your life, but every single health shift. When you include your nervous system as part of that process, that is when it flows. That is when the steps feel easy. And that is what leads you to not needing, not wanting the chips that are in the cupboard. Not being like, oh, maybe I should go work out today. It's like, no, I want to. I have the capacity to. It feels good for me to do this. And maybe there's a day where it doesn't feel good, and that's good too. But we'll talk about that another time. We need to include our nervous system in this process. And what that means is getting out of fight or flight from, yes, shifting our nervous systems out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. But how we do that when we are making changes is that we slow it right the fuck down. We slow it right the fuck down. So often, again, we're pushing, we're going to do this thing. Our bodies, our nervous systems can't do that for very long. So what do? We slow it down. We break it up. We come back. We take one step. One step. In my free training, How to Work with Your Body to Heal, this is what I really help you to uncover. What is the one step that you need right now? Because what happens when you make that one step and you do it and you're successful and you feel good, oh, hot damn, she's doing this thing. Then you take the next step. And then that snowballs into the next step. And then, oh, well, now naturally I would just do this next thing. And on and on and on. I call this the positive snowball effect. People are like, oh, the snowball effect, like everything is coming together. No, the positive, the more good that we do, the more small steps that we take, the more that our body opens up and we have more of this nervous system capacity to make more of these changes. And it feels so easy and so simple. But often we're trying to be like, okay, I'm going to eat only this way. I'm going to work out every single day. I'm going to take this supplement. I'm going to go to bed at this time. I'm going to wake up at this time. And it's just way too much for our bodies to handle. We need one piece. One piece. And my invitation, what I teach in this training, if you want to go check it out, feel free. It is completely free. It's going to help you to learn how to really anchor this in, really find what your body's needing, and how to work with your nervous system to make this process happen. Instead of trying to do all those things, we want to pull all the way back. So it's almost like painfully slow. Like it's almost like this one change isn't doing anything. Like doing this one thing is not going to do shit. Do that one thing. Do that one thing. So earlier this year, I'll give you my example. I have a whole story about like what happened with my health last year and how I've been working with my body to get things back on track. Anyways, long story short, I had stopped working out for a period of time. Then come 2026 in January, I decided I think I'm ready to work. Like I can feel my muscles feel weak. I can feel my body's not like structurally holding itself together very well. I need strength again. So I decided I was going to work out 3 mornings a week. 3 mornings a week. I was not changing. I wasn't going to go to the gym for an hour. After my walk in the morning, I was going to go to my basement, get my little weights out. I had an app that I was using in 20 minutes, 3 times a week, 20 minutes of a workout. That felt doable for me. That felt like I could arrange my schedule to make that happen. And at first it felt like I wanted to do more. I wanted to do 5-6 days a week. I wanted to do all these things because that's better. But I didn't. I went so painfully slow that it felt like my brain, that fight or flight, was like, no, you can't do it. But no, come back, slow it down. And here I am. How many months later is this? 4 months later, still doing it and increasing it, but not having to think about it, not having to force that. It's just happening. And I said to a friend the other day, I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine not doing this anymore. I can't imagine not having these workouts in the morning because I feel so much more awake and energized and open for the day. My body feels strong. My metabolism is going. It feels good. That wasn't me forcing that to happen. That wasn't me checking things off a list. That was like, okay, here's what I can do. Here's what I have the capacity for. Boom. Let's do it. That wasn't easy right away. It took a little bit of time, but as I went that slow, my body could move with me. I was inside of my nervous system's capacity. I wasn't doing it from fight or flight. I wasn't driving on cortisol and adrenaline. I was moving from that regulated nervous system state. So to summarize this video, hopefully you have already felt into a little bit of what do you need? What is your body missing? What are the pieces that maybe your body doesn't have in order for you to make those sustainable health changes, in order for you to be able to make these shifts? And step 2, how can we slow it down so we're doing it with our bodies? We're inside our nervous system capacity. We're not moving from fight or flight. We're not making a quick shift or going on, I get people who've been on Weight Watchers a lot, going on Weight Watchers and like dropping the pounds like that. And then 6 months later, you're back to the same place you were before. Sustainable health changes happen when we know what the body needs and when we're working with our nervous systems. I hope this was helpful and valuable. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you want to check out that free training so you can dive deeper into this topic, really learn how to uncover what your body needs, what you are maybe missing, and what the next one step is that you are ready for. I teach you a little bit in that, how to like cultivate that a little bit. So if you couldn't really figure out in this video today, what is it that my next step would be? I help you break that down a little bit more in there. Check it out if it feels good. I will put the link below. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.